You ready?
Oh, yes, we are ready. Everybody, welcome.
Hey, listen, whoop. Now listen, there's so many reasons for whoops, but as you can see, everything launched out last week. This is what I have to say. Congratulations to everybody. I mean, Prime shipping all over the world, looking great. People are being paid every 5 minutes as usual. People are excited. Lots and lots of great product testimonials coming back on Prime. The taste, the way it makes people feel, the way it looks, the packaging, et cetera, et cetera. People love the new website. They love the new packaging. They love the new portal, the new shopping cart. I just have to say this, okay? Did the company keep its brand promise to everybody that when I say QuiAri, the new #1 has arrived, that you'll understand what I mean when everything new came? So give me a yes in there.
Yes.
Because
yes. Absolutely, yes.
It's important. Listen, like I told you,
Yes.
it takes a year to make a Rolls Royce, but about 3 days to make a Toyota. We're not driving Toyotas over here. Not at all. So thank you for all the kind words and everything. So I know you like it. The foundation is set. Now it's just pedal down. Speaking of pedal down, the new #1 has arrived. As I shared, Prime is anywhere and everywhere, whether it's in Asia, South America, Latin America, Europe, Africa. It's in all the markets all over the world, right? So we are super excited about that. Now, Maki, Prime. For those of you that aren't familiar, not only do we have Maki X, but we also have blueberry, dark cherry, pomegranate, blackberry, and acai. It's a combination of super fruits plus Maki X plus Youth End Blend, which is SOD, pteristilbin, and resveratrol. Now, with that being said, it is a very, very, very natural product. Juices are natural. I call it a live product, right? And if you want, tell us how much you love it. If you've tasted it in there, it tastes so good. Yeah, tasting so good, right?
Testimonials have been pouring in from all over the world. Everybody is so fired up. They love the taste. They love how it's making them feel, and they are so excited.
Yep, absolutely.
It's delicious.
Absolutely.
You guys loving it.
Now, listen, someone said like in Botswana, you haven't gotten it. It's shipping all over the world. So put in your order. And if anybody has any questions or any great place to start is support@QuiAri.com. We have fantastic support. Make sure you ask them. Now, next, we just set another record in MLM.
Woo!
Now, let me see. Goodness. Let me talk about the records. Get paid every 5 minutes.
Check.
Yep. First and only to bring Maki to the international marketplace.
Check.
First and only, and it will be forever, for Maki X.
Check.
First and only, powerful ingredients.
Check.
Prime.
Oh, yeah.
First and only, global infrastructure.
Check.
So I'm telling you, some companies, they open up one new country every 2-3 years. No, Maki's too great. The story is too great. Getting paid every 5 minutes is too great. But we just smashed another record on this. Check this out. It's the way we process Prime. So it's a very innovative technology in food safety. It's called HPP, or high pressure processing. That picture there is a real picture of the way that we process Prime, and I'll walk you through it. Here it is. HPP, what it does is it kills harmful bacteria in foods and juices, rendering them not only just safe for consumption, but very safe, but the ultimate in freshness. Other companies, they use heat, which can destroy and limit the viability of the actual product, right? So it can actually even change the taste, and it definitely can change the nutrients. So too much heat and processing, kills. So the benefits of HPP is it preserves your maximum nutrient content, taste, texture, all without the needs of excessive and harsh preservatives. So for all you naturalists out there, for all you ingredientologists, for all you suggestionologists, I'm gonna tell you this: y'all didn't even know this technology existed, did you? Nope. It's a new standard in the food, in the beverage, and the juice industry, right? So it's important. So like everything else that we do, you know, we're ahead of the curve, which is
whole new level,
which is critically important, right? So I know Jimmy's trying to do the rap song. Jimmy, I know I did the same thing with HPP and you and me.
Oh my
HPP.
gosh.
That was another time she told me to shut up when I was driving, just so y'all know. And what did I do? I shut up. So yes,
faster.
yeah, I was listening faster. Okay. So next, so how does it do it? This is very, very, very interesting.
So neat.
So what happens, and I'm going to take you through the actual process in a second, but HPP uses extreme pressure in the product. So what you do is you take the individual packets, you put them in a tube, it goes into this machine, and the machine, while the product is still in the packet, creates pressure up to 87,000 pounds per square inch. That's, for those of you that aren't familiar, that's equivalent to 27 miles deep in the ocean. I mean, it's crazy. By way of comparison, just so you know, the deepest parts of ocean in the world is only 6.8 miles in depth. In HPP, if you had to try to explain it in practical terms, there's two great ways to explain it to you. It's like to take the Eiffel Tower, turn it upside down, and let it rest on your big toe. Think about that one for a second. Ouch is right.
Yeah.
Or it's the equivalent of having 100 adult elephants standing on your head.
Yeah.
It's crazy, huh?
Insane.
So what happens at 87,000 PSI? The pressure comes equally throughout the product, right? So it protects both the shape and the structure of the actual product and the molecules within the product. So any bacteria, the cell membranes, it attacks it, it punctures it, it crushes it, and what happens is it's rendered harmless. So you're just left with a tremendous product all the way around. Here's a picture of the machine, just so you know, we're not talking about small dollar items here.
No.
Many millions of dollars these machines cost, right? And so it's definitely part of our manufacturing process now to bring the absolute best that we can. So here, take a peek. Here's some of the prime that's put into the pressure tubes. So it starts there, and it looks like that. It goes into the tubes. They put it into the pressure machine in the tube. Then it comes out through the tube there. Only about 3 minutes is all it takes to be able to do it, right? And then on the back end of the tube, there it comes. And then we have the assembly teams. What they do is they have dryers because it uses water pressure, right? So they have dryers, which make sure the sachets, and even there's a science to this to make sure that it's even underneath the packet, the sachet, you know what I'm talking about, is dry. They take them, they put them into the prime box, all in a specific pack out manner. There, it goes into shrink wrap machine with stamps for lot numbers, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a whole process out there. And I do not know, and I asked around to all the different vendors if they knew of any other MLM that was doing it, and they did not. Nope. Now keep in mind, just so you have to understand this too, there's a cost to this for the company, right? But in every single box of prime, there's a cost for us. But the question I have for everybody out there is this, and this is what I was explaining to the vendors: what's the cost of credibility? What's that cost? Because I've always made the promise to everybody, I will not experiment with your credibility, because your credibility is my credibility is your credibility. And our standards are through the roof here. And we will continue always to make sure that we keep our standards so that you have the absolute best product on the market, the best for you product on the market, the most consistent product on the market. That's critical. And for those of you that have been around the industry, you know, a little bit of time, you know, I've been just a few years. I think we call that experience. Yes. There have been companies that have not used high quality standards like this with juices and gels, and the output of the product is not that good. They have problems with it.
Yeah.
And then it disrupts a market, and it's just not a good thing.
Mm-mm.
So we are using this process and Prime for all markets. So you can rest assured that you know, everything is the best of the best for you, right? So does that make everybody happy? Everybody understand it?
You guys excited about that?
Right. So I had to tell you that before I tell you the price of Prime just doubled. No, I'm teasing. I'm just playing with you. I'm just kidding. Just a little jokey joke there. Listen faster.
Yeah.
Listen faster, right? All right.
They're fired up.
Yep. Next, now you hear me talk about this all the time. Mindset, momentum, money. Mindset, momentum, money. What do I mean by that? If you want to make it big in this business, and frankly, if you want to make it big in life, you have to have the right mindset. A great mindset is one of helping people. And just to tell you a little, and you know, as you get older, you look back in time at yourself and you wonder sometimes why you are the way that you are. I think all of us, you know, have that internal discussion with ourselves. It's starting really as young as I can remember, around 4 years old. I used to go around to my neighbor's house, wherever I lived, and I would knock on their door and ask them if I could sweep their driveway or sweep their sidewalk, right?
Mhm.
Now, some of you thinking that, you know, yours truly over here was a straight hustler at 4 years old, but I wasn't. I was just doing it because I wanted to help people. I didn't charge them for it. I never did. So I'd go around from neighbor to neighbor. I'd have my own little broom, and that's what I did, right? And then before I became a policeman, I elevated my game a little bit, and I'd see neighbors with shaggy trees, and I had a pickup truck, and I would go and trim their trees for them. Now, some trees, I mean, were big, and I would spend hours upon hours upon hours. As a matter of fact, Christy and I were riding through my old neighborhood the other day, and I was picking out the trees, the ones that I trimmed to help my neighbors. And I'm like, man, gosh, it still has the same shape to it. So it's something
How'd
that
you get up there?
yeah, that I was very, very
Figured it out.
proud of,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that same desire to help people came true being a policeman, right? That's why I did it, because I love helping people. And it's the same thing in this industry. I love helping people. Now, some of you, those that listen faster, I can help you more. If you're lazy, I can't help you. If you have excuses, I can't help you. I mean, I can give you the vehicle, but you have to provide the hustle, right? You have to provide the will. I can give you the vehicle to be able to make it done, get it done. But helping people is in my DNA. Helping people is in Christy's DNA.
Absolutely.
And it's something, it's a legacy that I am leaving, you know, for the kids. Like, give me an example. The other day, for those of you that have kids, you probably understand what Pokemon cards are, right? I didn't understand what they were at first until the kids started asking for them. So kids are behaving, their grades are on point. So I said, let's reward them. We'll take them to a store, which is about 45 minutes away from their school. So we try to go after school. Well, I went and looked, and the store was closed that day. And Logan, my middle son, was not having it. He didn't care that the store was closed. So he wanted to go. So I had to go find another store. Had to look it up on another store. Yeah, I promise. Yeah, you got, you know, parents all around you, you know how it goes, right? So I found one. The great news is it was about 5 minutes from his school. The bad news is it was about 5 minutes from his school, because they pick up on these things very fast. Daddy, it's close to the school, so we can go more often. Well, okay. So I take Tyler and Logan there, right? And they got what they needed, right? And I noticed a little young boy with his dad that picked up a card and then put it back. The little boy, I could hear him. He said he really wanted it, but the dad put it back. And I made an assumption the dad put it back because he maybe felt that it was too much cost, right? I didn't ask, but I looked, it was only $12, not a big deal. So me, what did I do? I paid for it for them. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. How many people in the world can you help by teaching them on how to do better for their family and do better for themselves? And if you wish, however you want, along your journey to success, you get to spend your own money to help people win and how that you want. Because the lesson was not about the $12. The lesson was about putting myself in a position to be able to help people, also for the kids to see that I can help people. And there were some people in the store that noticed it and came up to me and said that, you know, that was nice, and which I appreciated. But I want everybody to put yourself in a position where you can do that for people. Now, on the other parenting thing, so Tyler was telling me how great it was and it was nice. So then as we're pulling out, then he noticed that in his pack of cards that he didn't get as many as he did in the other store.
Oh my God.
So as I'm pulling out, Daddy. So what did any good parent do? Turned around and went right back to the store,
God.
right, to help him out, right? That's exactly what I did. So for those of you, I give you some honest love. The hustler is being hustled,
Yeah,
right?
this one.
So that, yeah, exactly. So that's what happened. But then, as being a parent, as you'll understand this a little bit more too, right? So Logan says, Daddy, I want to go get more Pokemon cards. So Chrissy says, well, the store is closed. I don't believe you. Show me on the phone. So now we're getting fact checked by 4-year-olds over here.
Oh
so it is rough, but it is still pedal down.
They got the mindset.
Yeah, you're right. They got the mindset. Where'd they learn it from?
I don't know.
Yes. So that is that. Next, please. Global updates. This is what I'll tell you.
So many.
QuiAri is in steep momentum for very good reason. At one time in my career, I've never seen so many #1 earners, industry consultants, even company owners are joining us because they recognize the value of the timing, of the products, of the science, of Prime, of getting paid every 5 minutes, and what makes our compensation plan differently. People are really going wild around the world, which is tremendous. People are looking for their final home in this industry. I am telling you, people are tired of the Rudy Poo companies. They are tired of the Rudy Poo money games. They're tired of having to change companies every 6 months because the companies can't do what they should be doing. And frankly, being candid, there's some companies that are designed to never even get there. People know that they're going to die in 90 days. They know they're going to die in 3 months or in 5 months or in 6 months. That's not us. Not in a trillion years, right? We are designed to be a legacy company, right? It takes a lot of work and a lot of money and a lot of commitment and a lot of sacrifice to get to where we are, right? So now is the time for pedal down, because I want you to remember this. You know, the world is not going to give you what you think you deserve. If you ask people what they think they deserve, they're going to tell you the world, right? The world will only give you what you work for. So that's why I get up before 3 now. That's why I take tactical naps on occasion. That's why, you know, when I go to bed, Christy's still up working, getting stuff done in international markets. I'm still looking for a way to invent how to make the world be on one time zone, because it would be a lot easier. But you know what?
Right.
If it was easy, the predictable outcome would not be success. And I understand that. Everybody understands it. Everyone here should understand it. So I think that's super important. Now, next week, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about, because I talk to so many leaders around the world, right? I'm going to step by step dissect our comp plan and compare it to other comp plans in the industry. I'm not going to go into other companies' names because that's not important. I'm just going to be talking about the structure of the comp plan. What are the overwhelming, undeniable mathematical facts which makes QuiAri the new #1 in the industry? That's what I'm going to be talking about next week. It's going to be super eye-opening for each of you. There are a lot of things that we do differently that I think some people don't don't totally understand yet, because we have so many new people coming to the company so quickly, right? So many new promoters, so many new customers, so many new leaders all over the world. Yeah, somebody said they love that picture. That was it in Hawaii, actually, just outside of Mama's Fish House. For those of you, if you've never been to Maui, go. It is beautiful. It is so relaxing. The water is such deep blue. If you have never been to Mama's Fish House, I would highly suggest that you go, right? So with that being said, just a couple of key points here, right? Please use support for support matters.
Yes.
Right? Please. Very important. Bob does not do customer support. Christy does not do customer support. Customer support does customer support. And we have what I feel is some of the best support in the industry. So
we have a bunch of new hires. They're so excited. They're fired up. They're waiting for you to call in. They love answering the phones. They love getting emails. They love you guys. They are saying how nice everybody is, how fired up it is, and they're ready to help you on any question you have. So please use them, as they're there to help you, and they love it.
Yep. And what I want to just say one more thing, about winning. I want to give you kind of a final thought. If I ask everybody, do you want to get to the top? Do you want to get the purple diamond? Everybody is going to sit here and tell me yes, right? But here's what I want you to understand about winning and getting to the top. It's probably not what you think it is. Winning is not loyal to you. And I say this all the time. Life will let you stand by and be mediocre. It will give you mediocre results. There is no such thing as the mediocre police. It does not exist. There are no alarm bells going off from anybody except for myself and other leaderships to warn you that you're on the way to being mediocre. It doesn't care about you. It really doesn't. It doesn't care about how tired you are. It doesn't care about how much your job you hate. It doesn't care how sore you are if you're working out. It doesn't care how much sleep you get. It doesn't care how hard you work at times. It will allow you to be inconsistent, right? It promises you nothing. Winning promises you nothing, but it is an absolute master at creating doubt in your mind if you let it. Hence, I use the term mindset, momentum, money. Everything begins with your mindset. Where your mind goes, the wallet follows, right?
It's powerful.
Winning will let you have setback after setback after setback. So the real question I have for each of you is this: are you willing to sprint and run like hell when the finish line is not in sight? For those people like myself and Christy and the family, there is no finish line for us. It doesn't exist, because your finish line is my finish line. Meaning that there's always somebody that needs the help. We have, many thousands of people pouring into the company quickly, right? Each of their dreams, their hopes, their wishes to help remove the financial pain in their life, to get rid of skinny wallet disease, is important to us. It really is. So I don't have a finish line. Christy does not have a finish line. I would highly suggest that each of you look beyond the perception of what your finish line is in your own mind and to get going. Because the only thing that is guaranteed in life is this: if you don't go chase your dreams, you will lose. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody knows I deliver honest truth. If you lose, you will suffer. When you go to look at buying something and you can't afford it, you'll suffer. That gentleman that could not afford a $12 Pokemon card, he was suffering. I know he was suffering. I know his child was suffering because he cannot buy a $12 card or chose not to. So do not suffer. You have to get fast. You have to have urgency. Now's the time. everything, the stage is set for everybody here. It is. I feel very, very, very good about where we're positioned. And it's called a clue. If I feel super good about it, then you dang,
know it's on.
you dang sure should know that you should feel super good about it too, right?
Mhm.
So, right. So now's the time, right? Are you the one in your family that's going to change its financial destiny? I know I am for my family. I know I felt I was born for it. And now what you're seeing is the greatness, I believe, coming out in the company. So make sure mindset, momentum, money. I say it all the time. QuiAri, the new #1 has arrived. It's not just words. It's backed by our results and our performance.
Mhm.
So between now and then, if we can help everybody, please let us know. Reach out to support. If you have a support need, they're so happy to hear from you and to be able to help you. And let's get everybody rolling. Next week will be a super big broadcast. We're going to be talking about moneyology.
Yes.
Right?
Get your teams plugged in next
Moneyology.
week. We're going to prove to you why we are the #1.
Absolutely.
Even more so.
So on behalf of myself and Christy, we'll see you in Maui soon. We'll catch you.
Nice.
We'll catch you at Mama's Fish House.
No, we're working.
Yeah. Well, I can work from right there too. Trust me. I have my phone. I'm working. Right.
Always.
So on behalf of myself, everybody at corporate, thank you.
Thank
Love
you all.
everybody.
Love you guys.
We'll see you next week. Talk to you then.
See you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.